minding your own business, somebody comes up, kicks your leg, and you have to go back. From here, rather than just trying to get up, because if I put my hands down and get up like this, chances are I'm going to get a boot in the face. Feet together. Chin. Basic stance. Arms back, bend your knees, slide your toes, slide your heels, and just relax. Fists down, basic crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turning punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tanda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Normal style. 1, 2, 3. Just copy if you're not too sure. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Packs out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake off, left leg forwards. Okay, weight on the back leg, left leg forward. You're going to keep your guard up. Remember last week or last lesson, we was talking about making sure that you're looking through your thumbs. Yeah, once you get into that habit, keeping on to make sure our guard is up and we're looking through our hands, through our thumbs. Yeah, okay, so left leg forwards, guard up. We're going to do a lift kick, foot down, and then 3 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change leg. Same again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Look like this.
7, 8, 9, 10. Shake off. Nice and simple. We're just going to do some squats. Keeping our guard up. Again, when you're squatting down, keep that guard up. Looking through your thumbs. Just get into that habit. That guard up. So if anything happens, yeah. No worries if the internet's broken. I didn't break the internet. Boris. Anyway, keep your guard up. Squat down. On the way up, 3 or 4 punches. It's up to you. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give it a shake off. Just want to reiterate what we was going through for those who couldn't make last lesson. Keeping our guard up and being able to go to that position quite naturally from however we're standing and guard up. Those of you that have done your Chun Q, think of almost like a foot sound. Yeah? See some people standing like this, some like this, some like this. Guys, I'm just going to put you all on mute so that everyone can hear me okay? Good to see you online, Matt. And you, Sakina, good to see you. And Mark and James as well. Good. Right. So, talking about natural reaction to something happening, depending on how you were standing. Those of you that are in swimming now, just think of being able to get your hands up as quickly as possible from whichever position you're in. It's covering your face, but looking through your thumbs. Jump you and above, you can almost think foots out if you wanted to. Had 2 tennis balls in your hand, the energy would still be forwards. If someone was driving in, whether you were standing and you were talking or something was happening, think it's going to kick off, don't think foots out at that point. Actually drive in, think view and elbow, if you like, or kind of forearm across. So if you was here, you'd step in and hit. And then from that point, we started to look at other things we could do. So just want to review that, and then we'll look at doing the same kind of thing if we're on the ground. And Mike might come to you for some guidance on this one as well. Okay. So what I want to do is stand in a natural position, however you want to stand, however you feel comfortable. When we've got natural positions, arms folded, up, down, hips. So however you stand, that's how I want it to be. And then when I say go, nice and simply, I want to step forward, view, thrust your fingers, lead leg, and almost think facts out or view across someone's neck or chest. So let me just do it nice and slow. I'll say go, we'll step forward, lead leg, lead arm, this will thrust forwards to jam whatever's coming in, and then the rear arm will be there to back up. So it's going to be here, stepping in. Do 5 off each side. Okay, ready? Go. Just reset. If you want to change position, do so. Go. Just reset. Go. Go. Good. Looking at me ambidextrous. So, opposite side. Go. 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 Okay, just relax a second. A few pointers looking at the screen. See some people kind of winding this up, getting ready, anticipating me saying go. So what I was seeing was almost like a stutter. So I want you to try and relax, and as soon as I say go, just drive it in, rather than kind of winding it up. So what you don't want to do is telegraph. Let's just visualize the scenario. You'll talk to somebody, maybe your guard's up, you're not too sure, or you're just talking to them, and you think it's going to kick off, and you maybe step back. We did this last week or last lesson. We stepped back here to give us a bit of better range. If you're ambushed, you don't have that luxury of that distance. It's just going to happen. But what you don't want to do is kind of telegraph the fact that you're going to do something. Drive it straight out. Straight out. Or if you have to, going backwards. Okay, so let's try that again. This time, we are going to step back. So just get into, I suppose, a non-violent posture, however you're going to stand. I'm going to say go this time. One leg will step back, one will go forwards. Yep. Again, keeping your face covered, stepping back. Remember, hands go first. I'll slow it down. We finish it at the same time. So my hands are quicker. Think of that natural reaction. Someone throws a tennis ball, someone does something and you turn. Well, think of that response. The hands will go first, and then I'll step back. So your hands will be slightly in front of the step, but you'll end up trying to finish at the same time. Backwards this time. Ready? So how are you going to stand? 1, Sorry, I'm going to say go. 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 Good. This time, just going through the same exercise. When we step back, I like to be able to bend down. So you'll step back, your posture needs to be good, that I'm not too narrow, so I can't bend, I'm not too wide, so it's really awkward. Natural, so you can bend down. So it could be that something happens, I bend down, so I don't know, I've jammed them across their throat, for example. Here, I'm just following them down. I'm going to step through with a jump sound or another technique. So this time, going backwards, I'll say go, and I want to be able to go down and just reset. Okay? Go. Back up, into a starting position. Go. 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 Hand set-offs first slightly. Go. One more. Go. Good. Okay, when doing your technique, make sure your hand isn't too flat. Nice forwards. The reason I'm going through this, looking at the self-defense side of Wing Chun, really, because apart from the people that are new, we know a lot of techniques. It's the starting point I'm trying to get you guys to understand. I think I said to you last lesson that if you're attacked, you're already behind. You're behind physically, emotionally, and psychologically. If someone's throwing an attack at you, you're having to react. You're not starting, and as you're preemptively striking somebody, you're already behind. So just practicing this very basic move, whether I'm going backwards, driving forwards, is giving you a starting point. If you just practice, even just practicing this motion, nice and slow, whether I'm going forwards or back, it's going to give you, just going to build up in that, in your memory, just something happens and that's how you react. You know from doing your chi sao and other techniques, if I've got contact or if you've got contact with somebody, let's think of the scenario. Okay, so someone's come in and they're throwing a big hook, haymaker, yeah? And you've stepped in and you've got it. So their haymaker is here, yeah? And then we're looking at the palm strikes, wasn't we? If I'm covering somebody's face with a palm, so the haymaker's come in, I've stepped in here, and then I fire a palm and a palm, I'm then regaining my composure. Does that make sense? So having been on the back foot, I'm now turning the tie back into my favour. So what I want to do is looking at applying that same principle whilst on the floor. So hopefully everyone's got enough room. I probably won't be able to see all of you. That's why I've kept the camera on me this evening, because if I go to everybody, most people's cameras are up here, and then when you guys do press-ups, all I'm looking at is an empty wall, right? So obviously I can't see all of that, but if you can focus on what I'm doing, if you've got enough room, then at least we can have a look at the same principle. So what I want you to do, obviously make sure you can, I'll go through it first, make sure you can see me. If you do sit down, make sure you can see me. All I want to be, the starting point I want is this position here. You're sitting on the beach, you're sitting on a chair, minding your own business, and something happens or somebody comes up to you, you're not too sure what the scenario is, you're you know, not sure, but they kick your leg, or they kick your arm, and you have to then go back. So remember last one was doing the sit-ups, was doing this? Yeah? It's building on from that principle. So you're sitting down, minding your own business, somebody comes up, kicks your leg, and you have to go back. From here, rather than just trying to get up, because if I put my hands down and get up like this, chances are I'm going to get a boot in the face. Yeah, there is no way I want to get up from this position or just do this. I'm just going to get a size 10 in my face on. So look at the principle we just did with stepping forwards and back, keeping our hands up, keeping our view sound, guard up. You're going to sit, okay? You're going to come back and you're keeping your head out of the way. Maybe you're kicking them off. Yeah, maybe you grab them, you've hit them, you've done something here. You've got to get up at this point. So what I want you to do, put one arm down, I'll do it this side, one arm, elbow down, so I can sit up slightly. Sit up again. Then at this point, opposite knee and opposite elbow. I'm going to push. Yeah? I'm going to put my leg, as I push, I'm going to put my leg behind me but keep my hand out. Yeah? What I don't want to do is this. For obvious reasons. So from here, up, up, and then I can get up. A lot safer than just trying to stand up with my hands. If I was to try and get up from here, I'm just going to ask him for trouble. Okay, so just do it once more. Scenario, sitting down. We'll go through it together. If you can see me and go through this. Okay, sitting, something happens, I have to go back. Keep my hands up. I've kicked, I've grabbed, I've done a palm strike, whatever I've done. Put my hand down so I can sit up, I'll keep my guard up. Okay? Is it safe to move at this point? If it is, I'm going to try and lift my bum by applying pressure to my elbow and my foot here, so I can tuck my leg behind me. At that point, is it safe to move? And then I can move. Yeah? So what I'll do, obviously, if you've got any questions, I'll come to you in a moment. But if you're happy with that motion, just give me a thumbs up. Yeah? Any questions so far? No? Easy enough? Mike, I'm assuming this is something very similar to what you do getting up in Akijitsu anyway. Ish. Yeah? Okay then guys, so what I'll do, I'll let you practice that. Obviously I can't see much of you, but then if you've got any questions, I'll go through it anyway slowly so you can see. I'm going to try and do it on both sides, okay? So just the starting position, sitting down. I say, think of a scenario, it doesn't matter what it is, you're sitting on the beach and I sit in the snow, it doesn't matter. Someone's coming up to you, so you put your hands up anyway, because you're not sure what's going on. They kick your leg or they push you back, so you end up having to take your head away and keep your guard up. You're kicking them, or you kick them and you grab them. You hit them with the palm. They're falling over, so you need to get up safely. One arm down, and sit. Okay, opposite leg, opposite elbow, you're going to push to lift your bum up in the air, so you can tuck a leg behind you, keeping the hand in front. So you're coming up, and then getting up. Okay, once more. Sit down. So we happens, you have to go back. Keep that guard up. Throwing a kick where you grab them, throwing a punch, they're stumbling, whoever this person is. Sitting up. Handband sitting up. You're going to push, so you can tuck your leg behind. Both hands up, so you can then step up and be in guard. Okay, what I'll do, I'll pause it there and ask you guys if you've got any questions. Anybody got any questions? No? Des, you got a question? Let me unmute you. I'll put you on there, what's up? So I can't hear you, still on mute, I think, bud. So hopefully you weren't swearing. Probably. There we go.
What happens if you're not that bendy and you can't get off the floor?
If you can't get off the floor, you're gonna get your head kicked in probably. No, seriously, you have to adapt. Are you struggling at a certain point, or is it? Okay, which point are you struggling?
My leg underneath me and getting off the floor.
Okay, so you're actually struggling to, because it is. So you've got to think of or understand that is something you need to work on.
Yeah.
Chances are, in a fight, you might end up on the floor. Yeah, where you don't want to be. It's obviously outside right now. Yeah, you slip over or you get jumped and you're going to end up on the floor. It's trying to understand how to do that properly. Des, keep yourself off mute. I'll put myself on screen.
Yeah.
Talk me through where you're struggling. Okay, so I'm assuming you're happy here.
Yes.
You're happy here.
Yeah, backwards.
Happy there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to throw and punch up. So now if you put one of your elbows down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as you do a sit up, keeping your guard up, put your palm flat.
Yeah.
Are you happy there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you, yes or no, opposite elbow, opposite knee, or opposite foot, can you lift your bum?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So as you do this, yeah, tuck your opposite leg. Think of lifting and then pushing with your hands. So there.
No, it's not stuck.
Is that the struggle there? Yeah.
It's there. I'm stuck.
Okay. So I'm just going to put myself back on. We'll go through it together.
Yeah, he's happy.
Right. So happy here.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
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 Throwing the kick, throwing a punch, whatever. Elbows down. Yeah. As you put your palm down, you can do a sit up.
Yeah.
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 Are you okay then to push with your elbow, push with your foot, and lift your bum up in the air?
Yeah, I can manage that.
Can you do that bit?
Yeah.
So this is the bit he needs to practice. He needs to do more sit-ups then, Des. Yeah, to work on his core.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understanding, as I'm doing this, I've got to transfer that leg behind
Yeah.
there. So I can sit on my back leg.
Yeah, so I don't bend that far.
Yeah, because I need to be able to get up. See, from here, what I don't want to do is have to use my hand again to move.
Yeah.
I need to be able to get up without using my hand. So from this position, when I'm here, I need to be able to be in a position that I can get up and keep my guard up.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
It's a bit of practice then, that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Has anybody else got any questions? Skinner, you got it? Yeah, almost. Lucy, have you got it? Okay, let's have a look. Right then. Mike, any questions or feedback?
No questions, Sifu, but
Yeah.
the principle is very similar to what we're doing in the sort of Aikido arts, in the sense that rather than you're right, you know, you don't want to be using your hands. You don't want to be using your hands to push yourself up.
Yeah.
So that like sort of backward motion. If I was like, you know, on the floor or went to the floor, that's where I'd be doing a roll.
Okay, you try and roll out of the way.
But the principle is exactly the same. It makes perfect sense to me what you're saying. Absolutely, what you're saying. It's just like I'd be like kicking my leg out. If I had room, I'd show you. Maybe I'll do it in a different room so you can see what I mean.
Okay.
It's just, so, and again, like you're sort of coming up into posture.
In guard.
You know, guard without like sort of hands heavy on the floor and getting your head kicked in. Same thing.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good to see. And understanding that principle, I think that'd be good. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Anybody else? Questions? Lucy, have you got it? I'm sure you have. A little bit. Okay, we'll go through it once more. Des, so this is your homework, Des. You're gonna master this by next week. Okay. Yeah. Right, okay. So again, something before we get down again, just talking about visualization. I was reading a study actually, University of Chicago, 1996. I was working with basketball players. They've got three groups of 10, and I was talking about using visualization to practice. So the three groups they got in, the first group, they said for a week, you're going to come in, you're going to shoot hoops, and then go home and not practice basketball again for the week. Second group, they said you're going to come in every day and shoot hoops. Third group, they said what you've got to do every day is visualize that you're shooting hoops, but not actually physically kind of do the technique. Just visualize, eyes closed, or you can just go through with your hands and practicing. And the study, I don't know the exact figures, but the people that didn't do anything for the week, they didn't improve at all. In fact, some of them got worse. Those that were doing practicing every day, I think they increased their shot ratio by about, I think it was 34%. And those that were doing the visualization also increased their their goal ratio or the basket ratio by about 24%. So I know lockdowns have been difficult and we're having to pretend there's people here. I mean, yeah, this is the bad guy, but it's still keeping that cognitive process going. There's going to be some people that haven't trained for a while. They'll come back and they'll say, do 10. I'll do 10 of these, and they'll be saying, oh, my arms are killing me, or I'll do one side. So the fact that you're still doing this and visualizing people doing this, yeah, is good. So let's go through this process once more. Sitting down. So this time we can talk about visualizing this bad guy, right? So we're sitting down, minding our own business. Someone's approaching, you're not too sure. Your hands come up. It's like asking them what their problem is, and they just boot your leg out of the way or push you back. So you end up taking your head out of the way of that danger. Maybe they're trying to grab you, so you're defending here. Maybe you grab them, palm shot them or punch them or whatever, or you kick them off. Once they're kicked off, you've got to make sure it's safe to get up, so you can either de-escalate or kind of finish the fight. So your elbows down, lifting, palm down, opposite elbow, opposite leg, so you can lift your bum. As you lift, tuck your leg under and keep your head behind your guard. So don't lift up and then lift your head forwards. As you push, bring it back. Guard is up, and then standing. Yeah? You'll have noticed myself doing this. I've got a weak knee on the one side, so I can demonstrate this side. I tried the other side just almost fell over. So if you're going to attack me, I'm not going to tell you which leg it was. It's that side. Okay? Especially if I'm on the floor. Right, go through it once more, and then we'll do some hand techniques. So sitting there, minding your own business, something happens, you're back. Maybe you grab, palm strike, kick off, whatever. Elbow down, arm down, sitting up. Can you move right now? Is it safe? Lifting, opposite knee, or opposite leg, opposite elbow. Pushing. So you're sitting down, guard up, back, and be back in the fight. Okay, something to practice. It's working, getting off the floor, back into a fighting position, which is something Wing Chun always kind of struggles with. You know, people say there's not much ground fighting, but if you can get up and still have your head intact, it's a good place to be. Right, so what I'm going to do, we'll go around the group now, and you guys can do 2 minutes of technique. If you want to do a visualization of someone stepping in, just to keep this whole theme going, someone stepping in, so you're going to do Buddha, Pusa Buddha, and a technique, do so, yeah? What I'll do, I'll go first, so you can give you a couple of minutes to think. Just go through a scenario if you like. In fact, let's make it even better. You guys, I want you to talk through a scenario. Yeah? Maybe starting here. Something's happening, so I've gone back into this position. They're throwing a haymaker. I'm going to step forwards now with my right as I do a Buddha to intercept that and do a palm strike. I'm going to keep that palm on their face. Think of alien, yeah? Stuck to their face. I'm going to keep that there so they can't see me as I step through again and hit them with the second palm. So visualize, doing this nice and slow, visualize that baddie. Let's work, you know, let's work our brain as much as our bodies. So go through that scenario once more, then I'll pass over to you guys. So minding my own business, someone comes, ask them to back off. They're throwing a haymaker, so I'm going to step forwards and drive a right view while I do a left palm into their face. And then I'm going to step through, keeping that palm there, so I can hit them again, maybe Mangen Sao and knee. So without the narration, yep. So once more, I'll talk you through in case you hadn't practiced. Stepping back, double view. Stepping forwards, target, block and strike with a palm. Step through with another palm. Grabbing, Mangensa, whichever. Knee, reset. Okay, make sure we're getting this on both sides. So this time, step back. You have to step through. Palm and knee. Good. Okay, then John, since you're the most senior here, I'll come to you next. So you can wonderfully talk through a small scenario with everybody. All right. So no pressure, John, no pressure. Okay, John, need you to unmute for me, bud. Don't apologise, I couldn't hear you. Why don't you jump it in?
What are we doing? Right, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to step forwards instead. We're going to go with the haymaker again. So from your neutral stance,
yep,
forwards with the strike. So if imagine the arm is here. I'm going to sort of, I'm going to try and get on the outside. Step, think of like a jump across the top of their arm.
Okay.
I'm going to try and hoon sow it down and around to get on the outside. And as I'm doing that, you can't see my legs, but I'm going to do like a humar.
Right.
So from here, it's strike, taking the arm around, coming in, low strike, because that's where the huma is, and then a strike back up.
Okay. Go through that again.
Yeah. So from neutral stance, I'm stepping into the hook and a strike to the face, coming across to their arm, humaing around it to get on the outside, and hoon-sowing around the arm, humaing around their leg, striking low, and then punching high over the shoulder.
Okay. Once more.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike and Matt, you guys have been next.
So stepping forwards into the hook with a strike to the face, hoon-sowing around the arm as you huma around the leg, striking low with the hoon-sow arm, and then striking high with the left.
Okay.
Okay.
So just do the same technique, John, opposite side.
Okay.
Got a bit ambidextrous, right?
Yeah. Okay, so viewing with the right this time, striking with the left, hoon-sowing around with the left, and striking low, humaing with the left leg, and then striking high with the right.
Okay, one more.
Okay. Viewing with the right, step into the right, hoon-sow with the left, huma with the left, striking low, and then striking high with the right.
Cool. Okay. Just a thought, John.
Yeah.
When you've done that hoon-sow,
Yeah.
could you follow that up behind their neck?
Yes.
So
You could.
tap their arm, so they look like they're doing an elephant move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also that option. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, then, thanks very much, John. Let's see what. Matt disappeared. He ran away. So, Mike, it's over to you.
Okay. So this one, Sifu, I wouldn't even think about going backwards. This is very about being committed. So I wouldn't try and apply the same thing with a backward step. But the idea with this, I'll just talk to it first and see if I can get this into everybody's head. Still, that's idea. So I've viewed towards the eye, and I've got my guard here, but it's a jab that's come through. So the jab is in between my two hands now.
Yep.
That's where I am. I'm now sort of changing that to a bit of a pack to get a lock onto the just below the elbow. That's what I'm thinking about. So I'm trying to jam everything. I'm sorry, a bit close to the screen. I'm trying to jam everything now, so his arm's locked out. His hand.
Yep.
He's just going to take the head, but rather than man genso, I'm thinking about turning the head to the side, and then you bring them down to the ground, and you can beat the living daylights. So it's something I quite like doing anyway.
What, the taking them to the ground or beating the living daylights out of them?
Living daylights out of them.
Okay, fair enough.
But the idea behind this, it is quite tight. It's tight. I'm only just stepping off, which I think is what you've been really talking about anyway. We've got a fairly small gap.
Yep.
That's locking that. I'm trying to lock his arm up. This hand then makes that sort of a shape.
Yep.
And you're not pulling the neck. You're turning the head to get this, and then the person ends up on the floor. That's the theory behind it.
Okay, so as they're
not going to get on the video.
That's right. So if they're throwing their punch in, you're going to step off, and you're trying to get their arm between your two arms in the centre, in that gap.
Everything is really quite tight there. So, I'm not really bothered if that punch sort of also glances up into my shoulder, because I want to get this really packed very, very tight. Ultimately, I might just do enough just to get. Just defend myself, not get hit, and then come in.
Okay, so from that motion, talk me through it again.
I can see John's hand up, Sifu.
Oh, okay, John, can you unmute yourself? I don't know if you can. I don't know if I'll put John on, and then we can.
I think I'm all right.
Hello.
No, it's just so you've got your view up and your pack.
Yeah.
So is my view arm the one that's on the elbow, or is it my pack?
The pack.
So my view is inside his arm, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's inside. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the point. I've just slipped inside. You know, struck the eyes or whatever I'm going to do. I could even follow it up with a bit of an elbow. But at this point here, this is what I'm thinking about, that sort of shape around the head, and then bringing the head in. And you can send them flying that way if you want, but you can just by doing this with the head, they end up spiraling down towards the floor right in front of you. At which point you're going to do quite a lot of damage. But it's definitely not a pull. It's not a pull on the neck. It has to be on the head, because that's what you're trying to get them to do. If you just pull the neck, you can get quite a lot of tension. Whereas if you do that to yourself, you feel yourself.
Yeah, you're okay. Right, so Mike, just talk through it nice and slow so everyone can get it.
Okay. So we're in our neutral stance. We're stepping forward. We've got a view to the eye area. The arm is now in this gap. I'm just gathering everything up with probably a bit of a half step, gathering everything up. This hand is making this sort of shape around the head, and it's this sort of scooping motion that brings the person right into your centre, basically. But they're going
Would you step with that, or is it all hand movement?
Sorry?
Would you step? Would you, as you're doing that scoop, are your feet moving?
No, don't need to. Don't need to. I mean, if I wanted to send them that way, I'd turn my body.
Right, okay.
Don't need to. Because it's tight, you got an arm lock on, you get this scooping motion, and when we do get back in the class, I'll demonstrate it properly. But you just can't stop it.
Okay.
That's why it's not a pull, because your body can resist that. But if you just turn the head.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Do you want to go through it do one more that side and then do one on the opposite side as well, or a couple on the opposite side?
Okay, so the same side, again, in a sort of like neutral position. We've got the view. Gathering everything up, maybe half a step. This hand makes that sort of position. This is locking everything up, and we're just turning the head, and the person goes towards the floor. Other side, Sifo?
Yeah, please.
So again, same sort of idea. Neutral position. Stand like that. See the punch coming in. View. I'm on the inside now. His arms in this gap here. Behind the elbow, gather up, turning the hand into this sort of position again, turning the head. There they go.
Okay, one more for me, please.
Okay. So again, neutral position. To some sort of attack. This is an aggressive movement. I'm in. Again, maybe you need to take half a step, so I want to get all the space taken up, locking the arm, this shape with the hand, scooping the head. There you go.
And down they go. Would you let go of the arm at that point, or would you keep hold of the arm?
No, you ultimately you're going to let it go. I could bore you with that, because as he's going down, you can then gather it up for a nice little rock back and break the arm on the way down. If you do that as well.
Okay. Cool. Right then, thank you very much. I'll see if anybody else wants to go through a technique. So, Des, do you want to go through something? Des isn't moving. Lucy, do you reckon you could demonstrate a technique for us? I bet you could. Yeah, go on, let Lucy, well done. Sakina, you're going to be next then. No pressure, Sakina, no pressure.
That wants me.
Evening, Lucy. Right then, what we're doing. It could just be something as simple as tanda. Doesn't have to be as complex as Mike and John's.
Okay, so a punch is coming straight for you, so you go 45 pack.
Yeah.
Then you turn it and just like slice into the neck. Then you wrap your hand around the neck and pull it into your neck.
Nice. Okay, so talk me through that once more.
Pack 45 to block the punch, then turn it, and then with your free hand you slash the neck. You wrap your hand around that neck, wrap the other hand, and pull it into your neck.
Okay, so you're replacing the pack with the tan. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep. So the punch is coming in, pack's out. Straight away, you're going to replace that pack with a tan so you can fire off a fax out. Is that right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, do that again for me, just nice and slow, talk me through it.
Okay, so pack 45 to block the punch, then tan, then slice across the neck, wrap your hand around the neck and pull it into your knee.
Nice. Who's upset you, Lucy? What's been going on?
Nothing.
Your dad?
No.
Anyway, right then, okay, try the other side for me, please.
Okay.
Okay, can you talk me through it?
Okay. Pack 45, tan, slice across the neck, wrap your hand around the neck and into your neck.
Nice. Let's not fight Lucy anyway, guys. Lucy's deadly. All right. Okay, then. So, Sakina, we'll come to you. Thank you, Lucy.
Hello.
Evening, Skinny. You all right?
Yes, I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. You'll have to shout. You'll have to wake everybody up because I can't hear you very well.
Okay. So I was thinking, person who's coming is going to throw a hook. So I'm going to use view to block the hook and use a fax out at the same time to the throat. So
okay.
And
yep. Okay. Good.
Straight punch coming in. I'll block it up with bounce out and move forward with a kick to the crotch area. And let's say he's coming in with a knee. I'll try and block it off with gum. Is it? With a gum sound.
Okay, right then. I hope you remembered all that, guys. I hope you follow in. So skin and nice and slow.
Okay, so hook coming in, blocking it off with a view and fax out at the same time to the throat. And then straight punch coming in using gong sao. And then a straight kick to the crotch. And then he's gonna throw a knee and then we block it off with a gum at the same time.
Okay. Do that again for me.
So view, fax at the same time. Bounce out, stepping forward with a kick, and then stepping backwards with a gum to the side.
Cool. Can you do exactly the same on the side for me, please?
Yeah. So bong, fax, bounce out, punch. Kick forward to the crotch, and then going one step backwards with a gum.
Cool. Okay. Thank you very much. Right. Yes, do you want to do one for me? Well, not for me, for the class. You don't have to, it's not a problem. Yeah, do you want to? Yeah, okay. You'll have to unmute first, Yaz, hold on. You're going to have to unmute yourself. Otherwise, I've got to try and lip read. Right then, everyone can see you, young man. So, what we're doing?
We can move forward with the view.
Yep.
I mean, strike like that and trap the, what's it called, that hand, and then
do land salmon strike, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
it's
you're stepping in. Let me so you're going stepping in. View punch.
with the view
Land
and
salmon
punch,
strike.
and then
And then fax out. Nice.
yeah.
Okay, so view punch. Fax out. Land palm. And strike. Good. Let's try the same on the other side. Okay, so view punch. Back down. Land palm. Back down. Nice. One more.
So it's actually forgot that one.
View front, back side, palm strike, land strike. Nice. Well done. Running guys, so well done, yes. I'll see if Des wants to do any. Des, you still on the floor? You still practicing down there? Is that what's happening? Yeah, Des is still practicing on the floor, I think. But not to worry. Running guys. Cool. So a bit of homework for you, if you don't mind. Just practicing this ground get up. I think it's important for all of us to understand the vulnerability of being on the floor. Obviously, Mike said that as we get backward, we've got a bit more room. We can show us another options. This about rolling out the way to get up. Yeah. I think the principles that we follow, our guard is up anyway. We're not going to put our hands down to get up. Yeah. Just to reiterate what we're doing, to understand how we can get up safely from being compromised. It could be, let's say, if you ever jumped and you ended up falling, being pushed over, I don't know, trip over something, and I end up on the floor, and I'm down here. What I don't want to do is try and get up like this. I'm just going to get booted in the face, right? I've got to, from this point, be able to fight my way out and get to a position and get off. That's what I need you guys to practice. Okay, well, so what we're going to do, guys, I just want to quickly go through our Sulim tag to finish off. John, I'll do it, otherwise we'll run out of time. Okay, just nice and quick. So, good basic stance. Marking a low sensor, high sensor, back left punch. To focus on that shoulder, to extend it. Right punch. Left hand side. Inside, so your which side pull back. That's the wrist, push forwards. More. Relax the shoulders, relax the legs. Back. Short, sharp snap to your shoulder, back to center, palm, open, inside. Exactly the same with the right now. Tucking the thumb, drop the elbow, pushing forward with the elbow. Keep that center line covered. Inside. Pull back. Wrist, pushing forward with your foot side. Forwards again. Time. Shoulder, center, up. Left hand relaxed, front of your leg, drive, switching on and off, drive, lift, and then back, strike, step the gum down. Double fac sound, or right on top, rolling to jump. 10. Time. Small jut. You. Gum. Lift. Left palm. Strike. So the right. Left 10. Pivot to the elbow. Again, Tan, Hun Sao. Lift. Again, Tan. Again, Tan, Hun Sao. Lift. Left Bong Sao. Drop into Tan. Top Sao. Right Bong. Tan. Top Sao. Left hand out, right on top, push pull. 1, 2, 3. 3 punches. Keeping the centre covered. Back with the right. Open. Hun Sao. Nice. Well done, guys. Any questions? No, it's all good. Right, so a bit of homework for you. We might go through this again on Thursday, I think, just so people can get a bit of practice in. It'd be good to kind of keep it as part of our warm-up, perhaps, just so we get better at this ground up motion. Okay, guys, so feet together. Really good to see you. I'll see you next time. Jen.